So I think it's interesting for everyone to know, why did we decided to call this course From Pattern to Presence? And I would start saying that pattern is a very interesting word if we consider the SE world, I mean the somatic world, because pattern for us is like all these patterns that we develop emotionally or in terms of relationship or physiological pathways that we develop throughout our lives, first for protection, and afterwards because when we find a good way to cope with the situations that we have around us, we don't have to like spend energy trying to find a new way to cope with it. So patterns are those it's a protective mode to function with the stressors that we have in our lives. So when we're talking about practitioners, and when we're talking about having a therapeutic practice, we are not free from patterns. And the other way around, we are full of patterns ourselves. And giving ourselves the opportunity to explore them and get to know them better and know what they are can help us move into presence. And moving into presence, we can regain choice. We can recover the possibility of choosing how to relate with the people that we're working with the people that we are walking the walk together. Mm-hmm. And I think that you could tell us a little bit more on how authentic movement is perfect as experience for us to move from pattern to presence, Weena.
Yeah. So authentic movement is going to be our laboratory. So in this course, we're taking exactly what Mariana just described, this sort of default mode, a pattern that's efficient, right? Our bodies move in patterns because it's far more efficient. And it keeps us away from having to reinvent choice in every moment. So we have patterns around how we brush our teeth and how we get up, really simple patterns, and we need them. We can't function without patterns. Patterns begin to suppress what's emergent when we are not aware that we're inside a pattern. And that happens a lot in movement. So authentic movement is a great lab for feeling patterns as they come on and how we kind of fall into them. For example, you could start off your authentic movement practice and notice that you almost always do exactly the same move. And that's okay. Are you choosing it? Is it suppressing something else? Are you kind of avoiding maybe something that's a riskier move or a riskier choice and falling into something that's comfortable and known? We want to become more and more attuned and aware of how those patterns are shaping the choices we're making, especially when we're with people. So in these roles of mover and witness, you'll also notice that you have patterns in how you see someone. You're patterned in what you value, in what you're drawn to, in what you are pulled away from, where you find interest, where you don't. These are patterns of how you connect with another person, and it shows up in our witnessing role in authentic movement. So becoming really aware of our patterns of seeing, our patterns of movement, allow us to get really in touch in real time with patterns as they're showing up. And then what we start to uncover is all of this expansive and creative possibility that's there waiting beneath the pattern. So something that Mariana said that I love is this idea that that's what brings us into presence. If I had to recreate how I brush my teeth, I am really there brushing my teeth. I'm not daydreaming about something else. I'm really choosing each motion and what I'm doing because I'm outside of pattern. Is what brings into presence.
And what I love about us offering the possibility of having a group of therapists and practitioners to experiment that together is because as therapists, we don't oftentimes offer ourselves that possibility to explore really how do we relate to our clients, to our patients, to the people that we work with.
Right.
and the possibility of having a safe space where we are among equals,
Mm-hmm.
and exploring the possibility of being seen, which is not something that we are really
Too.
used to.
Yeah.
And exploring also the ways that we are used to witness and to watch um, other people's patterns. I think it's going to be great. I think it's really going to be transformative.
100%. So we really we're looking forward to the people who are coming, to being able to shed some of these layers of authority and stepping inside a learner's mind and explore